Good evening. Welcome, everybody. This is Dean from The Live Place. Welcome to news show number 11. Really happy that you're here. I see people are in the chat. Thank you very much. I want to say a little welcome to everybody. Before I do, I was just going to say, I just get a little nervous before this, but I was watching It's Joey's World birthday party. What a blessing that guy is, and Lisa and Keith are. I just want to say, if you haven't seen that, had a whole bunch of people on. So anyway, Joey, happy birthday. I hope you're able to watch, and if not, you're a great guy. So all right, let's say hello. Mike Wheeler, thank you for coming, my friend. Uh, Tracy Glenn, I'll be mentioning you in a little bit here, but Tracy Glenn, awesome friend, and Kenzie Day's dad, as you can tell. Pearl Manhattan, nice to have you here, Pearl. Um, Road Trip Dave, my partner in crime. What up, my brother? Good to have you here. Great live stream last night, by the way. Really enjoyed it. Russ Stapleton, nice to always see you. Thank you very much for being here. Oh, it just jumped on me. All right, hold on. Boy, it's good. It really is filling up here. Sweet. All right, Russ Stapleton, Rob Fuzz, my man. So good to have you here. Rob always helping me so much. And anyway, I'll be talking more about Rob. Timothy Rainwaters, nice to have you here, my friend. And there he is. It's Joey's World. Again, you guys, Lisa, Keith, Joe. It was so fun to watch. It honestly, it just made me so happy. So thank you for sharing that special occasion with us. Blast off, says Russ. Yes, absolutely. Donna Jaworski, nice to have you here. The Duff Lee crew, Ron and Meredith, awesome. Be mentioning them in a little bit here as well. And who else we got here? Stevie Lee, nice to see you as always. Thank you for joining. Mouse Talk, Walt and Melissa, these guys are amazing, and so nice to have you here. So thank you for joining. All right, let's keep going here. All right, guys, thanks. I'm gonna. How does let's see here. I've got some news to share, but let me do this first. So, guys, what this is tonight is I'm adding a new idea to the Light Place News Show, and that is every week I reach out to the streamers and I ask them, "Do you have any news for me?" And sometimes they're just not able to get back. So I thought, hey, I know what I'll do. I'll invite them to come on live. And so I have some fun news things to share today. I just saw Disney Nerd Herders, Charlie, Stacy. Nice to have you here. All right. And this thing's really jumping around on me here. Avery, the Cuban American. Thanks, Avery. Nice to have you here. Hey, big Disney fan. Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining. Appreciate that. I saw somebody else here that I missed. Joey's best bud, always a treat, and thank you for joining. I can't remember if that's Lisa or Keith, but hey, Bill Steffen, thank you for joining. Nice to have you here. Okay, I'm just making sure because I feel like I missed somebody. Wow. Teton Mary Ellen. Ah, nice to see you. Hey, Teton Mary Ellen. Nice to have you here. All right. Well, I feel like I missed somebody, but I think it might have been Rachel. So Rachel, if you're out there, thank you for joining. All right, guys. First off, I want to say we've got not just 4 new channels that you would see here, but we actually have 5 new channels to the Live Place. So I'm pretty excited about that. So first off, Pearl Manhattan. If you guys don't know, Pearl's going live on Saturday nights, I think around 5 o'clock, and she is a music expert. So she's been talking about the music of different movies like my Sound of Music, which I was on with her, My Fair Lady, and some other Mary Poppins. So Pearl Manhattan, great to have you here. Disney World freak Carlos. I was so happy when Carlos contacted me because this guy is such a great guy in our community and he's always so active. And so I really appreciate Carlos. I just saw the Lynn Project. Lynn, it's so nice to have you here. Thank you for joining. So I appreciate that. So Carlos of the Disney World Freak, he goes live twice a week on Tuesday afternoons, and I believe it's Saturday mornings very early, like 7:30 Eastern time. So definitely check out Disney World Freak. It's Joey's World, of course. He went live today with his birthday party. So Joey, it's been a treat to have you on the live place now. And Wall Twins. Now, you guys, Wall Twins have been around forever. And if you guys don't know Adam and Brett, they go. They do these great food vlogs where they go to fast food restaurants and just rate the sandwiches and different items, and they're going to be going live now as well. So Wall Twins. And then finally, I wanted to say Tracy Glenn, who's in the chat, he has also contacted me. I don't have him on the site yet, but he's going to be going live. He's already been going live. So Tracy, obviously we're really excited to see you go live and appreciate that. So I want to ask somebody here. I have somebody in the lurches. Can you comment, my friend? Hold on. Let me send a message. All right, hold on before I get in the news item. All right. I can't tell if the person who is waiting is ready. Shoot me a message or give me a nod. All right. I'm not sure. Okay, we'll go back to the news here. All right. He's ready? All right. I'm bringing him on. My good pal, Mr. Rob Fuzz.
Could be anyone. I don't know who it was.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right.
What's going on, guys?
Rob Fuzz, I'm really glad to bring you on because I wanted to say, I'm going to cover it, but this guy is just like Mr. Busy lately, and he is killing it with his vintage videos, which you just did.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to premiere at 8. You were going 8:30, to be fair. Did you change it to 8? So I'm like, I got to go earlier. So I was promoting the stream. So I put Rob Fuzz is sending me. So I washed my hair for you, Dean.
Thank you, man. So, Rob, tell us a little bit about these vintage videos. I think since we got you on, tell us sort of a little bit of the history of that. How did you start doing it, and how did you hold on to it?
Yeah, I love this format, by the way, Dean. I think it's really cool. So,
thank you.
Dean throws off ideas on me, and I think I'm telling you, it's a good idea. So it's all good. Oh, retro videos. Growing up, I used to love doing TV production. And since 1983, when I had my first camcorder, I had a huge camcorder with the deck. I filmed it because back then there's no internet. There was no, you don't get to see Disney World too much. And I filmed it so I could rewatch and watch over and over again. It was like my YouTube at the time, just the parks and everything. And my parents kind of didn't like me just filming the parks and not them. They're like, well, why aren't you filming the family? I'm like, why do I want to film the family? I want to film the parks. So I kind of approached video recording stuff over the years, just as like a TV production kind of thing. And the more I was into it, the more I got better technology. And I just went to school for TV production stuff. I just loved it. So, and I a lot of it's old footage, VHS, high 8mm, and I've been converting them, and I bought decks on eBay and everything, so I've been really obsessive about it. And this one I've been premiering this week, this tape from 24 years ago with the castle cake and the Skyliner and there's so much cool stuff on there. There's 2 hours action packed with the stuff. I've been enjoying, presenting it to everyone. I hope you guys enjoy it. So I'm kind of the retro guy, so
retro is the theme this month, and you did not believe how much retro stuff, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm going to mention that because this Tuesday night, Rob and I and Jim are going to be on the Fifth Gate. We've got a super special guest. I kind of want to save it for a little surprise later.
Okay.
All right, Rob. Well, thank you. I'm gonna hit my.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Check out my channel, Rob Fuzz. The link's below, so I believe so.
Yeah, and anyone who doesn't know, Rob Fuzz goes live on Fridays at 4:00 now with Frankie Friday or Pub Talk, and all week long.
Hangout chat.
Yep, and he's putting on these vintage videos, so definitely y'all know Rob Fuzz, but
And
he's
Dean
the
was on my channel last week. You could check him out. He was awesome. So we did
that's
retro
right.
last week. So
Oh, thank you, sir.
every week, every day this week until I run out of videos, I'm going to be posting retro videos on my channel too. So
And
I
I'm
appreciate
featuring some of that on Tuesday night. By
it. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks
all
for
right,
having me on.
all right,
Bye, guys. Thank you.
thanks. All right, guys, let's go on here. Man, I do apologize. That was a little loud. So mod of the week or month, it's going to be mod of the week pretty soon because I'm going to be doing this show weekly. But the Great Marco. Now I have to say, when I think of the Great Marco, I think of a line from Star Wars when Luke says in the very first episode, he says, "I've never seen such devotion in a droid. I have never seen such devotion in a person like the Great Marco. He has been a loyal supporter of Resort TV One ever since I joined those streams. Stays up all night, super moderator. How he catches the comments and manages all that is beyond my belief. But anyway, the Great Marco, mod of the week. And we love you, man. Hope you get to see this. Also, I missed some people in the chat. Richard, I don't think I got to welcome you. Patrick, Zippity Doodad, nice to have you here. D&G Explorers, you guys are awesome. And they have a great show on Wednesday nights. Let me keep going here. I want to catch up on, wow. I think I said hi to Stevie Lee before. And I feel like I'm Margaret Nagy. Good to have you here. Oh, I see a couple other people waiting. So thanks, guys. If you can hold on just for a few minutes, I'm going to go through the news items really quick. So we got some, you guys, this is so cool. I asked the streamers if they would come and join me tonight, and Rob was nice enough to do it. I see two other amazing streamers that are waiting here, and I'm going to get to them really quickly here. So, all right. I like to say hi to everybody I can. Emily, if I didn't say hi to you, nice to have you here, LSU mom. Jeff Resendez, always good to see you. Beach Home Co. Callie, good to see you. Let's see. I'm saying a lot. You're not supposed to say that. I think we're getting really close here. All right. You guys, I think since we are so fortunate to have these awesome streamers here, I'm going to have them on now. And the first one is Mr. Ed. Ed, are you, give me the thumbs up. Are you ready, sir? All right.
Ready.
All right.
Hey.
Ed,
how you doing, Dean?
I'm doing awesome. I'm like high energy right now. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Hey, listen, man, thank you so much for having me on. I saw Rob was on just now, so thank you for giving me just a moment here with you on this. So cool with how you're doing this live, the news that you do, man. It's incredible.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ed. Who did I learn some technical skills from? I learned it from you, sir. Honestly, Ed's been at this a long time, and he's always had the reputation of bringing a high level of production to his live streams and to his videos. So, Ed, tell us a little bit about Viapre Project, and for anyone who might not know who you are and what you're up to.
Yeah, well, thank you again, Dean. So the Viapre Project is it's a channel that I do with my wife and my family. Mindy is usually right next to me. Usually it's not me by myself, but usually we go live. We do a lot of Disney stuff. We're a Disney family. We're not the pros like most of the people in the community. A lot of the community that the Disney community we're a part of, we're so blessed to have so many people that know so much about Disney and all the tips and all the tricks. And we get to glean and be a part of that. And what we do, we have a show that we like to highlight people in our community. We call that Sessions. We do that every other month. So actually, this coming month in May, we're having our next sessions. And this next week, we're going to be having our announcement videos of who is actually going to be our sessions guest for May. So we're excited to announce that this week coming up. But on a weekly basis, we have a show that is called Hangouts. And it's just a time that we would hang out. We do a bunch of fun things. it was maybe 2 nights ago, we did game night with the Wall Twins, which are really close friends of ours, another YouTube channel. And we just do we do games, we do just fun hangouts. We haven't done any trivia stuff because a lot of people do a lot. I mean, you do a great job, Dean, with your trivia stuff.
Thank you, sir.
You know, so but we do. We're just a channel. We love doing vlogs and edited videos. Obviously, we're not doing that right now, but our weekly hangouts are on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and then we have our our sessions that we do every other month, and that's just a fun time that we get to do. So we're a Viper project.
Yeah, these guys are, and Ed and Mindy are the greatest couple. They laugh with each other. They laugh on their streams. They are just so much fun. And I have to say too, if you haven't seen Sessions, they always bring such a fun aspect to that. And they do. Do you always do the lightning round thing where you ask the question?
Yes, we do. We that's one thing that when we started Sessions, Mindy came up with this concept called the hot seat, and a lot of people love going on the hot seat. You know, you have a minute to answer these rapid fire questions, and Nick from Magical News Live is still our reigning champion. So people are trying to dethrone him, and it hasn't happened yet. We were close a couple times, but it's fun.
I think that's going to be a tough one. Nick is amazing. So
yeah, he is. He is. He's so amazing.
I thank you very much. I'm going to move on to my next guest. So we will be seeing you.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Ed. And now I am bringing up, I got to get the thumbs up from Mr. Mouse Talk. Walt, are you ready, sir? All right. Awesome. Walt, you guys, it's so nice day.
Good to see you, buddy. How are you?
I'm really good. And before I let you share, I'm going to say early on when I started the live place, Walt and Melissa stepped up and really filled in a lot of gaps where I was trying to build this channel and get some good live streamers. And Walt and Melissa, they work very hard in this community. I don't know if you're currently doing the podcast, but I knew them from podcasting. They put on a great show on Tuesday night. So before I blurt it all out, tell us a little bit about what you do at Mouse Talk.
Well, first off, Dean, let's just say I'm sure I can speak for anyone who comes on here and anybody else in the chat that we appreciate you for all you've done for the community, for having the liveplace.com, for people to go and find places to find family-friendly streams. It all starts there. So we appreciate you, and that can't go unsaid, so I want to make sure that's out there. But for us, we just enjoy the community. We really, really do. It's a great place. There's some wonderful people here. And we just like to have a good time. I hate, advertising for ourselves. We try not to as much as possible. But, we go live on Tuesday nights with Dizanity. It's a variety show that we do. And each week it's something different. We do Games Week. We do special guests, pop culture, news and notes. And once the parks hopefully reopen, one of those nights will change to a park night where we will go live from the park. So it's going to be great. And, of course, on Saturday nights, my partner channel, Steve and I do Steve's World. We do sports night, and we try to change things up a little bit. And then from time to time, Melissa and I, which will become on a more regular basis, we are going to be doing a lot of vlogs and things of that nature for folks. And we just posted a vlog just today, a little bit earlier today. It was a tag video from Disney Dan. It was a Would You Rather video, which we had a good time filming. And we're getting there. Our editing and things of that nature, we still need to work on the lighting in here in our new studio area. But we're just happy to be a part of this wonderful community. We're blessed to be a part of it. We've met some incredibly wonderful people, present company included, Dean, you. And it's been amazing.
Thank you, sir. I'll tell you what, Walt and Melissa, honestly, and I've honestly felt a little bad for you guys having just gotten to Florida and everything kind of shut down. But your attitude through it has been amazing. I have not heard you complain at all. So anyway, awesome work on everything you do, Walt, and I appreciate you coming on.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, and thank you to everybody in the chat for being here for Dean and supporting him. And thank you for supporting us. It means the world to us. We wouldn't be here without you. And the fact that you take time out of your days to come watch us on a live stream, your time is valuable, and you use it to come see us. We're honored by that. So thank you to everybody.
Well, thank you, Walt. Say thank you to Melissa as well, and we will look forward to seeing you on Tuesday night.
All right, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks, Dean. See you, everybody.
Thanks, Walt. All right, my next guest, I want to get a thumbs up from a guy who I like to see. You know, he's on Wednesday nights. He's a very funny guy, and he's helped me on my live stream. Charlie, are you give me the thumb? All right, he's ready. Charlie,
Hi.
Disney Nerd Herders.
Thank you so.
I don't know if
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Charlie. First off, I just wanted to say, I asked Charlie volunteered to help me with my new show, and he showed me he's got all this hidden talents. You know, this guy can do voiceovers. I'm telling you, he's awesome. And Charlie and Stacey are just the nicest couple. So, Charlie, thank you for being a part of the live place. Why don't you tell us what the Disney Nerd Herders are about, what you're doing?
Well, thank you again for having me, and you're very, very too kind. I'm not that talented, believe me. Pretty much what we do is we go live on Wednesday nights around 7 p.m. For our Not Quite Ready for Prime Time live stream. We usually have we try to bring on new guests and try to get to know them better and try to introduce them to our audience a little bit better, so that they get to know them a little bit better. And then on Sunday mornings, we have our lazy Sunday morning live stream, which we used to have last year. I don't know if you remember that. We usually do it in the summertime. So we're starting that back up. We did it last Sunday. We did it this morning with Walt, and we had Disney Dan, Walt, Melissa, and Disney Dan. That was a fun show. And again, I think I also speak for a lot of people here, and we appreciate everything that you do, Dean, for at the live place. You're like the TV guide of YouTube. Family friendly live streams. I mean, you are the place to go. If anyone has any questions on when a show is on, go to the live place. You're always there. It's awesome. And then one last thing that we touch upon, we do vlogs. We focus on Disney World because that's our place. But we also do autism awareness. My son Avery is autistic, and so we try to bring him on the streams. He loves comic books. He loves drawing, and once in a while, he'll put a comic book together that I read out loud for him, and I have him right next to me. That's one of the funnest things in my life to do. It's so funny, and I love watching him draw things and watching his mind. His workings of his mind come out on paper. It's one of the funnest things ever. We also do autism awareness. We also do cancer awareness. As for those of you who know, I've had cancer in the past. And Dean, it's funny this show is today because I'm at 1 year cancer free today.
Wow!
Buddy.
Congratulations!
Thanks for having me on.
Really
appreciate it.
I did not know that, Charlie. That is amazing.
Yep. And this time we're gonna keep it away.
Amen. We are behind you 100%. Thank you for the kind words, Charlie. And I have to just thank you for letting me be on your show. Charlie prepared the most, and Stacey prepared the most unique questions for me. I had so much fun. And what they did was they picked, was it 3 or 4 people, and they came up with like some facts, and I had to figure out which one wasn't true. And that was so much fun. I really enjoyed that. So very creative people and very nice people. So thank you, Charlie, for being on the show here.
Thanks, Dean. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Disney Nerd Herders Wednesday nights at, is it 7 o'clock?
Wednesdays at 7 and Sunday mornings at 11.
And Sundays at 11. All right. Thank you, brother.
Thanks.
And my next guest is my partner in crime. And you guys all know this, but Road Trip Dave, I think he's ready. He's got energy. He's here, my friend.
I don't know if I have that much energy tonight. Look at me, man. I look beat up.
You and Bob were awesome. And I tell you what,
man. Thank you for having me on tonight. It's good to see you on the Live Place show. I love it.
Well, I like to give a little plug for everybody in the beginning, but Dave, in the beginning, he was like my 5th or 6th live streamer that I believe I featured at the site. And, you know, like all people, who's this guy? What does Road Trip Dave mean? I don't know. And I started watching him, and every time I got done, I'm like, I'm happy. Dave makes me happy because, I don't know, he just loves people. He's got energy. Road Trip Dave, right now, you're creating vlogs. I'm going to cover a little bit about that later, but he's also goes live twice a month. Why don't you tell us what you do and what you're about?
All right. Well, as you can see, like my name right now is Surfer Bra Home Trip Dave because of the hair and the home trip. But normally I am Road Trip Dave, and I normally basically do different vlogs and different tours and videos from different places around the country, mostly the Southeast. But I've actually been able to hit some of the Northeast, and so I do mostly theme parks, hotels. I do restaurant reviews, and I do also I like the relaxing videos, like relaxing beach scenes or park scenes and stuff like that. And I also do live streams on the first Saturday and third Saturday of every month, and that's RTD Live. And there we chat about Disney, we chat about other things, but it's mostly Disney. uh, and the funny thing is, though, Dean, when I remember when I had you, I've just started now putting my partners in crime on my live streams starting last month, and I actually have extended into this month. You were on my live stream earlier this month, the first Saturday of April, and then Rob, I just had a live stream with him with Rob Fuzz. So I'm Lord willing, I want to get all of my partner channels on as guests, and I want to keep doing this. It's good to finally have discussions with you guys, and just have just a good time just chatting.
You know what, Dave? It's something where I would say this. I would say my whole view of live streaming has been changed by you because,
Oh man!
And I'll tell you
Thank you.
what happened. It was the many times, but that night when Resort TV One sent a whole bunch of people over to your stream, you remember that night?
I cannot forget that night. Yeah, that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing.
You were so cool. Everybody just I remember Corey Meets World was on, and he's like, "Man, brother, you're the greatest."
Corey Meets World. What was funny when Corey was mentioning that, he was mentioning how it brought him back to when he was first live streaming, when he was first, and when he got to see the enthusiasm. I mean, I was genuinely shocked, surprised, just amazed that so many people were on. And then like I had like a live stream about a few months ago where it was like an epic like super chat stream, and I'm genuinely like blown away. Because I'm just a dude chatting on here in my office. I'm blessed, and I'm humbled, and I'm honored to do that. And the thing is, I mean this sincerely, Dean. What you provided for our community, for all these different live streamers, I mean, it's been a blessing, because I don't think I could have even gotten to the point on my YouTube channel without you and your support, without everybody supporting this community. So, I mean, you have such a huge part of it. And I seriously thank you for that.
I appreciate it. I think the thing about the live place that I didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, it was just a thought at the beginning. I wanted to get into it. And what I didn't see coming was how many live streamers we'd have in this community, and how much they liked each other, respected each other.
Yeah.
We work around each other's times as best we can. So it's been a blessing. But sir, you've been a blessing to me. I'm glad that I've met you in person, and I look forward to all your stuff.
Absolutely, man. Looking forward to more years of this, brother. I'm going decades. We're gonna do this till we die.
All right, I'm with you. All right, well, thank you, sir. I got a couple more in the waiting, so thank you.
Laters, everybody. Thank you.
See ya. All right, my next guest, and I want to say hi to Meg. I saw Mickey's Magic was on, so Meg, I want to tell a story about Meg sometime. She knows how much I appreciate her. But next, I have Josh of Practically Perfect Park Hopping. He's been more recently added to the live place, and just an awesome dude. Everyone loves him. He's on a lot of stuff now, and he's got some great guests on. Josh, can you give me the thumbs up? Are you ready for this? All right, he is ready. This is a first, Josh. I don't believe, have we been on a live stream together?
I don't think so. I think this is the first one.
Well, for somebody who I would say a couple months ago, I didn't really know that well, and now brother, I just appreciate you and you going live on Monday nights and everything you brought to this community. Can you tell everybody how'd you come up with Practically Perfect Park Hopping? Where'd you get that?
My wife is a huge Mary Poppins fan, and
Oh.
so it just kind of pieced together, and it's kind of fun to watch people say it.
And is park hopping like key to your enjoyment of Disney?
I think it's important to park hop around Disney to get the most out of it. So if you go to Disney often, you know all about park hopping, and so I think it was kind of necessary to throw that in there to kind of add to the Triple P. If it wasn't Triple P, then I don't know if we could be who we are today.
Well, Josh not only is a great live streamer, but a great blogger as well. In fact, if I remember right, you put out helpful videos on how to blog. Am I correct?
Thought
I saw one.
I may have. I don't remember. I put out a lot of stuff. I've been on Creator Talk a few times with Jeff Dolip Dad and
yeah.
And kind of helping out there. But
tell everybody about your Monday night show and what you're doing.
So I've got Magical Monday Mayhem, and it airs at 7:00 Eastern time every Monday, and it just kind of kicks off Monday's prime time. It's a lot of fun. We usually cover Disney news or what's new, and it's more of a roundtable chat, more of a discussion than me kind of breaking news to everybody, just to get everybody's thoughts and opinions. But, of course, right now there's not a lot of news. So like last week, we did a little bit of Q&A, and I brought my wife, Britt, on, and just trying to make the most of the current situation. But usually it's Disney news. And then we got Coffee Contemplation with Lynn. We change channels. That's every Saturday morning.
Yep.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And you guys go for a while. I tend to be somebody who just kind of watches in the lurches while I'm working on stuff, but I have enjoyed your shows, and I enjoy the way you have kind of merged up with the This and That guys on a lot of streams, and you always have great things to say. So Josh of Practically Perfect Park Hopping, you guys catch him on Monday nights at 7:00 for Magical Monday Mayhem, and then Saturday mornings with Lynn Project for Coffee and Contemplation, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And I'd just like to say thank you to supporting the community and supporting all my friends and hosting all of us without asking of anything. Super kind of you, and you are a gentleman, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, Josh. I was glad that you agreed to come on the live place.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. I'm going to move on. Thank you. All right. My next guest, I got a whole bunch of people queued up. They don't know this, but I've got 4 more. So my next one is actually Kelly of the Mickey Bunch. Kelly, can you give me the thumbs up? Are you ready? All right. She is ready. Kelly, I want to say Kelly is somebody that I've had the privilege of meeting in person. And Kelly, where did we first meet up? You remember?
Pop Century, right?
Pop Century, my favorite.
Yeah, that was so fun. And it was surreal in that it didn't feel like I was meeting you for the first time. I felt like we already knew each other. And we had a great breakfast and conversation with your brother was there as well,
Yep.
Epcot Bob,
Yep.
and my daughter, Taylor Ray. And then I jetted off to work after our fantastic breakfast, and then you were so nice to escort Taylor to the Skyliner.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, Taylor's awesome. We love Taylor. Well, so Kelly, let's get right into it. And I've really enjoyed it's fun to see when there's like these strong collaborative efforts that come together. So you're obviously in a lot of live streams, but tell us a little bit about Spilling the Disney Tea.
Spilling the Disney tea. Well, it just came to me one night, and I had kind of been thinking, I love all these live streams with all these great, Disney YouTubers. And I was thinking it would be really great to get with my girlfriends that I've met and invite hot dudes like yourself, because you're coming on, let's see, in 2 weeks, right? So invite people on to talk Disney and just have a great time. So my cohorts and the Spilling the Tea are Nikki at Death Star Diva, the amazing and beautiful Christy at Christy's Corner, my daughter Taylor Ray at Taylor Made Disney, and Alicia at Cinder Alley Loves Disney. And So we just kind of get together, we invite people on, and it's always, kind of irreverent and funny and chaotic. And we just love it so much and appreciate everyone that's been on. And thank you for mentioning that, because it's just stinking fun.
Kelly is one of those people with a consistently upbeat attitude, and that's what I like about you. So you're also doing the Disney Pins thing with Jeff on Friday nights, and you also have, let's see, isn't there one more? Am I forgetting?
I love, can I just sing the praises of my good friend Jeff and his Dole Whip family. I am absolutely in love with all of them, and he is so gracious and kind and truly one of the absolute funniest people in person that you will ever meet, and genuine, just absolute. I love you, Jeff, and I love your family, and I just have to say that. So we talk Disney Pins every Friday night at 11 p.m. on Dole Whip Dad's channel. And that's another one that is just fun. We don't usually know what we're doing beforehand. We just sort of improv it, and it's always just a good time, and the hour goes by like that. And if you haven't seen it, you should, because we give away a real Disney pin every Friday night at 11 p.m. So it's just a good time, and I love hanging out with them.
It's the one thing I have collected, so I'm loving that. Well, Kelly, thank you very much. I've got a lot of people, so I'm going to keep going.
Yeah. I just want to say hey to Gonzo, because we were on his show together, and he does Saturday Night YouTubers Unite at 11 p.m. and now I'm one of the crew. So it was super fun being on with you, and I just love you, Dean. So thank you so much for all you do for this community. You're amazing, and I'm so honored to call you friend.
Oh, thank you, Kelly. Appreciate that. Kelly of the Mickey Bunch. Guys, check out her channel. Thank you, Kelly. All right. Now I've got 3 more. So Kyle, I need a thumbs up. Are you ready, sir? All right. This guy is somebody I've been dying to stream with, because Kyle.
I don't know why.
Because when it was quite a while ago that somehow we connected. And I was, so basically we used to have a trivia night with the Disney Life for Me, and they did an awesome job. They had to back out, but Kyle was doing a trivia night and has been so faithful, and your channel is growing, sir. I see more and more people joining you each week.
Thank you.
So Kyle, Jessica, right? That's your wife's name? Jessica?
Yep.
They do Eye to Eye, Disney Through Our Eyes. They do trivias on Thursday. You have a show on Monday. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about that?
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you so much for hosting this stream, obviously, but being so supportive of everybody here. And we can't say that enough to you. So really, I really do appreciate that. Jessica sends her regrets that she can't be here. She's a nurse, so you can imagine right now she is very stressed for time and sleep. So that is what she is doing right now. But essentially, what we do, the main things on our channel right now, trivia nights on Thursday. I can't take credit that we came up with that idea. Obviously, Disney Life for Me used to do that. Dole Whip Dad used to do that. A lot of other people, but it's just something that we really enjoy. And so each Thursday night, we try to have a theme. So half the questions are a theme question. For instance, 2 nights ago, it was a Goofy movie themed, and the rest were just random Disney trivia. And then on Monday nights, I just call it a weekly Disney hangout, where I get together with whoever wants to be there and just talk about any Disney topic. I usually have something prepared, but we go so off the wall sometimes with those conversations. It just gets kind of odd there, but it's what makes it fun, I think. And then other than that, we do a lot of trailer reactions, movie reviews. I'm about to release a lot of Disney Parks vlogs. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's going to be coming out on the channel in the very near future.
Kyle knows a ton. If you guys haven't seen his channel, no, I'm serious. The questions you prepare, sometimes those nights are a little bit harder than other ones. But one of the things I loved that you did was when you did Mandalorian. I loved what you had to say about that, and we felt the same. I loved it. So Kyle and Jessica, Eye to Eye, Disney Through Our Eyes, Monday nights at 7 and Thursday nights at 7:15. 15, right? Yeah. Okay. And that's the trivia night. So Kyle, thank you very much for being on the show, and look forward to connecting again.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And now I have Derek, D&G, queued up next. Derek, can I get the yes? All right. So Derek, D&G, you guys have also been awesome friends. You and Gregory have been super nice to me in the beginning when we started to cover your shows. And thank you very much for being on D&G Explorers.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Greg's a little bit occupied, so he's not able to join us tonight. But I just got off from work. I was driving home. You flashed up as you were going live, and I said, wow, this is fun. I really want to be a part of this. So thank you for having me on.
Well, thank you very much. So first off, I think a lot of people, when they hear your name, they think you're 100% about they associate you with cruises. And I know that is a huge part of your channel, but is that everything, or you guys cover some other stuff, right?
It's really funny because our goal is to bring what we call the cruising communities, because we're a part of the cruising community, but we're also entrenched in the Disney community. So when we're on the Disney community, they mention us being cruisers. When we're on the cruising community, they mention us being Disney. So I think we're somewhere in the middle. When we originally started this channel, we wanted to be our email is the Disney Explorers. And then we realized that was taken on, I think it was on Facebook. So we changed our name a little bit, and we thought D&G for Derek and Greg was more fitting. And then as time progressed along, we actually are happy that we're not the Disney Explorers, because we do so much more. And I think that's one of the evolutions of a channel. It's not always going to be staying the same. And in 2016, we took our first Disney cruise, and we've been huge fans of cruising ever since. So we love the parks. Disneyland is our park. We call that our home park. We have annual passports to that. So we get there several times a year. I've probably been to Disneyland over 150 times. So we are more entrenched in the Disney universe than we are cruising, but we also are huge cruising fans. In fact, right now we're releasing the NCL Norwegian Cruise Line, the Escape Vlogs. We have our Disney cruise, which is going to go right after that. We did a Star Wars Day at Sea cruise. So it's kind of, sometimes we wondered, should we choose one side or the other? And we just thought, you know what? We're explorers. If that means going to Universal Park, if that means going to Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, we're explorers. We like to travel, and we call ourselves a channel at the end of the day.
If you said it, I missed it. How many cruises would you say you've been on?
We started in 2016. We've been on 3 Disney, 2 Norwegian, and then I went on one before they had a Disney cruise. So I've been on 6 cruises, and then we have 4 booked over the next year and a half. We have 4 booked on that.
Wow. Are they booked with the current situation where they're better prices?
We have a group cruise in September on the biggest ship out there. It's called the Symphony of the Seas. It's by Royal Caribbean. Currently, it's the largest ship in the world, and that's our September 26th cruise. So, fingers crossed, everything's back to normal. And then our next one after that is in February. We went to Carnival. So, next 2 cruises are cruise lines we've never sailed before, just because we want to experience them and see how each cruise line operates.
Okay, awesome. Wow. Well, I've never been on a cruise, believe it or not. So
it's addicting. Let me warn you, it's addicting.
I have heard, and I've seen Michael Kay do a lot of cruise stuff, and he kind of got me interested in it as well. So anyway, so tell us a little bit about, Wednesday nights, when do you go, kind of what you cover? You kind of covered some of it. But.
Wednesday night, we've been doing it for almost 2 years now. We started going live. We are right after the Disney Nerd Herders, right before This and That. So we're at 8 o'clock Eastern on Wednesdays nights, and we kind of rotate our shows. So we rotate them, one week being a cruising show, and then the next week we do a Disney show. And we really like to support other channels. We feature a Spotlight channel on our shows, as well as trying to bring on guests as frequently as possible. We'll do shows with just us. In fact, our show this week is just going to be us on it. But we really believe in paying it forward and giving the love that we got when we first started and sharing that with other people, because we realize without that exposure, you're not going to get anywhere. So we do that. And then we try to release a vlog every week, but both of us work over 40 hours a week. So the videos have been like every other week. And then we also are part of Five Foolish Mortals. So it's a team up with Charlie from Disney Nerd Herders. We have Jim from More Sunshine Please. You have Ben from Pepper Tree Villa, and Greg and I. So we are the Five Foolish Mortals. So we do those probably once a month, but they're kind of sporadic when we can get it in there. And we just enjoy each other's company, and we have some fun topics.
That's awesome. And we had Derek on an episode of The Fifth Gate once, and that was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Yeah. So, well, thank you very much, Derek. I really appreciate you hopping on. I look forward to Wednesday
One
night.
last thing. I want to thank you so much because you and I hear it from so many channels. You get so many shout outs on your channel. It's well deserved. So thank you for all that you do for the community. Much respect and much love to you.
Well, thank you very much, Derek. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you, brother. All right. So I've got another guest waiting here. And before I do, I noticed Shep was on, and I also noticed Miguel, The Adventures of Gonzo, was on. And if I missed anybody else, I really do apologize. But big Disney fan. I think I said hello earlier, but you guys, Shep, first off, if you're still there, brother, I so appreciate your generosity. Last night I was on some. You were definitely kind, as you always were, and you are one of the most talented and funny people in our community. So Shep, love you. And then Miguel, Adventures of Gonzo. This guy's killing it, and so I don't know if he's going to hop on. But my next guest is a very good friend who, man, I feel like I've known this guy all my life. And Arnie, can you give me the all right? He's Arnie. It is so good to have you here.
Hey, how you doing, Dean?
I'm doing good. How are you, brother?
Doing well. We're just plugging along here at home.
Well, I'll tell you what, Arnie, you and Ben and Doug have been such a blessing to our community. And the thing that I noticed about you, and I like to say these things in the beginning, is that when I'm on a live stream with you, and I've been on a few, you always make me feel so good about what I say and do. You're a very affirming person, and I'm sure you get told that all the time. But you are a good brother, and I do appreciate you, sir.
Thank you very much. Believe me, the feeling is mutual, Dean. Thank you so much for everything you do for our community. You go above and beyond whatever anyone thinks. And you're always there, just always so willing to help. So thank you for everything you do.
Well, thank you very much, Arnie. Pepper Tree Villa is a channel that I think everybody in this community knows very well. I am going to let you tell about your different shows and include your daily news shows. So I'm going to give you the floor. There you go.
Thank you. Well, we started out doing a weekly show, and it's actually coming up on just about a year that we've been going weekly with PTV Live. It all started by just responding to a survey. Well, not a survey, but a tag that I got from one of our channels in Britain, and they said, "Hey, why don't you answer these questions?" So Doug and I got on, and Rob Fuzz found us. He was our first person that went live with us, or rather found us, and then he put it out there in the stream on Twitter, and all of a sudden we had an audience of 20 people. So thank you so much for doing that, Rob, back last April. But PTV Live is live every Monday night, 10 Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. This week, we're actually going to be discussing Hallmark and how much PTV loves Hallmark because they are more than just a card store in a shopping mall. And then every day at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, I'm doing the Daily Dose of Disney, where I do everything I can to talk about this day in Disney history. And I have a blast doing the research. There's a lot of stuff that I know for trivia's sake of Disney, but when it comes to hard facts, dates, time, years, that's when I do a lot of research every day to find little nuggets that I can share with the audience. And we don't just call people our subscribers. We refer to people as our villagers, because I want to be more inclusive than just a number. I want people to feel welcome and part of our village.
Arnie is, when he says it lightly. He does research. He does a lot of research. He does a lot of work to put out these daily shows and to put on your shows. And I've been privileged to be on your show. Was it once or at least once that I've been on with you guys? And I had a blast. And so anyway, thank you to you and Doug for all you do for this community. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. And let's do it again. I'd love to have you on a Daily Dose again sometime.
I would love to. I'd do it anytime.
Awesome.
All right, check out Pepper Tree Villa Monday nights at 9 o'clock, correct?
10 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, 10 p.m. Yeah, I'm
That's
thinking
9 for you.
10 p.m. Eastern, Pepper Tree Villa, of course, daily on with Arnie. So thanks again, sir.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, everybody had hopped on, and I was so excited that I'm going to now get back to the news items. So I am sure that I've missed some people. Jonathan Chong, good to see you, sir. Always good to see you. And Meg, I just wanted to say, because I'll never forget the first time we were working to fill out the live play schedule, and I put out a note on Twitter and I said, does anybody want to go live on Monday nights? And Meg jumped on it. And, she's just very humble about things. But my goodness, here's somebody who I haven't even checked lately. Are you at 6,000 subscribers now? Always has a lot of people on her live streams. Always brings a lot of joy to us. So, Meg, I did want to say that. We really appreciate you. And so, news time, says Dave, and he's absolutely right. So I'm going to fix my screen up a little bit. All right. There we go. Let's hit the news item. All right, so Game Central, Pearl, I just saw your comment here, and if you sent me any information, I don't know if I maybe I just didn't get a reply, but Pearl goes live on Mondays. If you have some news, definitely share it with me here. So Game Central is something I gotta say I'm a little delayed on making this happen in the way I had hoped, but what I am doing now is I'm asking people to send me the results of their trivia nights, and I'm going to put it all together in a spreadsheet and offer a prize every so often. So my first prize, I will tell you, for Game Central is going to be one of these babies, if you can see that. Oh, that's going to be hard to, sorry. All right. It's a candle from the Magic Candle Company, and they are scented like different Disney things. This one is Pirates of the Caribbean. They've got ones after Main Street, the Popcorn Smell. They've got the Contemporary Resort, the Polynesian. You can choose any one you want. That'll be coming in a couple months once I get this whole thing worked out here. So Game Central, here is the current totals. Hey, bye, sorry. I won't compete with the audio. I don't know if I said hello earlier, but Ed, good to have you on. We'll be covering you in just a second. So, Ed, I already talked to you. My gosh, my brain's out of my head. Sorry, sir. So here we go. Kay Atwood is in the lead, 10 points. AJC Magic TV with 7. And then we got a 3-way tie for third between Disney Time, Just Another Disnerd, and Kenzie Days. So, all right. Phantasmic Chronicles. What do we got here? Jackbox. Yes, I am planning a Jackbox night, and that one got delayed because of a conflict. So we will definitely be doing that. So thank you for reminding me of that, Tony. Good to have you here, by the way. All right. I was checking to see if any other streamers joined me. All right. Resort TV 1. So you guys, I saw this week they hit 88K subscribers. So we're only 12K away from 100,000. And the thing for Josh and Jenna is obviously having this park shut down you would think that would be a real limitation, but honestly, these Josh and Jenna have continued to go live, continue to brought us in on their virtual tours of the parks so we can spend time together. And so I always want to say a shout out to Josh and Jenna. You're amazing, and I do appreciate you guys and for going live. So also, I saw Jim of More Sunshine, Please. Good to have you in the house. All right. Road Trip Dave. So Road Trip Dave, as he mentioned earlier, he's been going live and he's been having some of us partners on. And I just wanted to point out, if you could see that I have 191 views, and that's from a couple weeks ago, but Rob Fuzz already has 223 views. And I'm sure that's probably like a mistake on behalf of YouTube. That just can't be. How could that be? I'm just kidding. Rob Fuzz is awesome, and it's no surprise. But Dave, thank you for your channel. Thank you for having us on, your partners, and also for your great vlogs. And you can see Dave did a Hollywood Studios Toy Story Land one about 5 days ago. So Dave, thank you, my friend. All right, next. Bye, Hapri. I'm really embarrassed, Ed, that I just said what I said. Here I talked to you on the show, and I get my brain in the wrong frame of mind. But Ed and Mindy, these guys are awesome. They are quality people, put together quality live streams. This Tuesday, 9 o'clock, they are on with You Ask, You Tell. So they're going to ask some questions. They're going to let you ask them questions, and they're going to answer them. So come with some zingers, is what I'm thinking. So. Yeah, Rob. Yeah, no, I was just joking. You know me better than that. Rob Fuzz, speaking of, so he was on, and I appreciated that he came on the show to share a little bit about, but he's been putting out these vintage videos, and I have never seen a collection like this. You just look at these icons. I mean, these images. They're amazing as they are, but Rob was smart as a kid. He took all this video and saved it, and now we're enjoying the fruits of his labor. So Rob, look for this coming week. He's putting out a vintage video every day, and he'll be on with, I'll mention it later, but he's going to be on with me on Tuesday night with Jim. So, all right, next. Disney Nerd Herders. So this Wednesday, what I do know is they have a special guest, and I believe it is actually today is her birthday. I didn't see her in the chat, but Stacy Rogers, if you catch this, happy birthday to you. She will be on with Charlie and Stacy on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, as Charlie mentioned. So that'll be a lot of fun. This and That. So you guys, I can't say enough about This and That. They have just been 4 amazing guys. They are so entertaining. And I reached out to Patrick this week. He told me that they are doing, they're going to be visiting the Animal Kingdom and bringing us with them. So basically, This and That every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. They are going to be at Animal Kingdom this Wednesday, and also check out their individual channels. I know that Shep and Steve and Patrick all go live on a regular basis, and Dave, they do go live sometimes, and they do some more impromptu stuff. Like they look normal in that picture, says Meg. Yeah, absolutely. I could have picked on one of their better pictures, but anyway. So This and That, love these guys, and 9 o'clock on Wednesday nights. This Wednesday. All right. Speaking of Zip, Patrick goes live on Tuesday nights at 6:30. I got to hurry because DizTube is just about to start here. So I'm actually going to go through this pretty quick. Patrick, Zippity Doo Dad, 6:30. He's doing a giveaway this Tuesday night. So check that out. I can't remember what it is, but I think he's mentioned it. As I mentioned earlier, Carlos, Disney World Freak, great addition to this community. He's got going live twice a week and this week, Shooting the Breeze at 3 o'clock. He's going to have none other than Dougie from Waltograms on. And Dougie is so hilarious. You guys, if you don't know Dougie, you got to check this show out. And then Carlos is going live on Saturday mornings at 7:30 a.m. for Wake Up Call. Adventures with Gonzo. Miguel has been super busy. Thursday nights at 5 o'clock now. He's going to start 2 hours of shows. One's called Disney Nuts, and then the next one is Disney Friends. So definitely check out Carlos. This guy is just a lot of fun. Saturdays, 11 p.m., very late, he goes live with YouTubers United. I've been on with him once, and I think I'll be going on with him again. So Carlos, thank you for that. And then Sunday mornings, Oh, Carlos, sorry, Miguel. I'm sorry, I got mixed up there. So Miguel, Adventures of Gonzo. Thursdays at 5, Saturdays at 11 p.m., and then Sundays at 10 a.m. Breakfast with Gonzo and Pals. So there you go. I see T. Marie Photography on, and I am wondering, did I? I apologize, but T. Marie Photography is a new channel that I forgot to put on this page. I apologize, Tina. So Tina goes live on, Tina, you're going to have to remind me here. Sundays, I believe, at, I want to say 2 o'clock. And she's doing this thing. It's a book and movie kind of contrast thing. So anyway, Tina, if you don't mind, please post something because I somehow managed to miss that. Hey, so sorry about that. Post in the chat in the comments here what you're doing on Sundays and what time it is and what the name of that show is. I should have had that on here. Jim of More Sunshine, I noticed that he's got a new logo and it kind of looks like a puzzle, which is, I thought, a great idea. And so this Wednesday, he's going to come out with another one of his 360-degree walkthroughs of Animal Kingdom. So definitely check out More Sunshine, please. And so T. Marie says, no worries, thank you. Sundays at 2 p.m. And she's, I think you're going to have a Dougie on. Is that right? That's very cool. All right. So Tina has been a great supporter of this community, as Dave says. And so clicked on the wrong one. So Tina, thank you. And I'll get that corrected. All right. Next, Spilling the Tea this Friday, 8 p.m. Definitely check it out. It's on Christie's Corner this week, and they'll be having Diz Jabbers, play dates, and travels with them during that. There we go. Here it is. Sundays is Library Matinee, books versus movies, discussing Harry Potter with Dougie from Waltergrams. Wow, that is going to be a lot of fun. So definitely check out Tina on Sunday at 2 p.m. Duffley Crew. I saw Ron and Meredith in here earlier, but they go live on Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. This week, they're going to be doing old family photos of Walt Disney World, including retired attractions. So again, this theme of retro has really been coming up. And Ron and Meredith, they just are amazing people. They have such an amazing collection of stuff. It's just fun to see. And so check out the Duffley Crew on Thursday nights, and they're planning another virtual visit sometime soon. And the Fifth Gate. All right. Thanks, Rob Fuzz. Thanks, Resort TV One, for letting me use some of your clips. Actually, those clips, I had to cut it short because I didn't want it to go too long. But you will see more of that on Tuesday nights. Rob Fuzz and Jim of More Sunshine, please, myself, we are so happy to welcome Josh from Resort TV One as we talk about retro, not only Disney, but just retro theme parks, any kind of retro influence that we would want to build into our Fifth Gate. So Tuesday night, 9:30, March 21st, we will be talking about retro. I guess it is mostly about retro Disney. That's what it says on there. And that's episode 4. So thank you, Kelly, for that. We have really enjoyed doing the Fifth Gate, and we've got 6 planned, but I'm hoping we will actually do a few more. And finally, I'm going to end on my friend Jeff. Jeff, if you see this, I apologize. I went over. He's probably already started on DizTube. I think he has. He's having Stacy Rogers on this right now. So go over and check out Jeff and Stacy Rogers. They are fantastic people. I'm going to call it a stream. Thanks, guys, very much. Always got a few mistakes to work through, but I had a great time and really appreciate the guests who came on. So until next time, have a great night. I'm going to close with a few credits here. And that being my partners, First off, we are over 80 channels now. My partners, Resort TV One, Road Trip Dave, and Miguel and Daniela. So always appreciate you guys. And who did I see join? Thank you, Dave, for that. And then thank you, Derek. Bring back original Epcot designs. I like that. Thank you, Piggle True. April 21st. Obviously, we're beyond March. So thank you for being here, by the way. Thanks, Russ. Appreciate it. Always appreciate your encouragement. And thank you, Tina. All right. Let's go to the final credits. Capcom. I always got to give a plug for Rob Fuzz because he is always helping me put together this stuff. And so, Rob Fuzz, thank you very much. Captain Akron, thank you for being here. You're always a loyal person in this community. Appreciate seeing you here. And so, Rob Fuzz, thank you, sir. Next news show is going to be basically, I said 8:30 here, but I think I'm going to have to go at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to change that. Every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure if I'm going to do weekly. I was kind of feeling tonight like maybe this should be every other week kind of thing. And where'd it go? All right, Dave says, thank you as always for a great, stupendous stream. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And let's see, my other channel, Dreamers Empire. So you can check out my website, dreamersempire.com, or YouTube. I'm at Dreamers Empire as well. Most people know me as that. Contact me if you're a streamer, and there's some information here, but you can contact me at the website or one of these social media sites. And remember, shall I say the end, or should I say the beginning of your future? One of my favorite sayings. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.